Um, Hello, students. Uh, I'm Saif Abdi. I'm Associate Professor with School of Management, BBT University. So, I have been taking lectures on business ethics. In the last few lectures, we have discussed few topics from the syllabus, which were knowledge and wisdom, knowledge worker versus wisdom worker, stress management, and few other topics. So, in continuation with that, today we will be discussing total quality management. So total quality management, or as normally people call it as TQM. So you might have heard this synonym TQM, which actually refers to total quality management. So this is basically defined as a continuous effort by the management and the employees of an organization to ensure customer loyalty and customer satisfaction. So basically, when the customer will be happy, then only an organization can prosper by increasing the profits, because if the customers are happy with you, they will continue to buy your product, and when they will continue to buy your product, they that will give you increased sales, which in turn will give you increased profits, and it will lead to the growth and overall development of the organization. And so how this will be possible? How can you get the customer loyalty and customer satisfaction? You can get that by being quality focused. So what is quality? Quality can be uh, gauged in the parameter that it is quality in itself is actually a parameter where you, as per your definition, there are some features you want in your product or in your service. Based on that, the quality of your product or service is judged. So, and maintaining that quality is what is total quality management. So, for example, if you you have you are in an industry which is service oriented. So, for example, you are operating a hotel, or you are providing mutual fund services. So, how will you gauge the quality? So basically, if you are running a hotel, the quality of your service will be judged on various parameters, like when a prospective client enters your hotel, how does the person at the reception uh, serves him, or gives him service. So it will start from a simple greeting to answering the queries of the customer, and then handling that queries properly. And then if the the prospective client is converted as a customer, then what all service you are providing him, the quality of food, the quality of room service, and other aspects, the housekeeping services. So this is how your quality will be judged in an organization. Similarly, if we say for the, again in the service industry, if we look at a educational institute, or institution, a college, or a university. So for them, the quality will be judged on a few other parameters, like uh, how good the teachers are, how good the result is of that particular institute, how what is the quality of students studying there, what are their pass percentage, what how much, whether they are uh, coming in the merit list. Then uh, how well placed they are, what all companies are coming, if it's a professional institute, that how many companies are coming in for placement, and how good are the placements of the students of that particular institute. Likewise, what all is the infrastructure available in the institute for the students. So, for example, if whether there are labs, well-equipped labs are there or not, whether sports facilities are being provided or not, or how are the classrooms and the basic thing. So that's all. So the quality of a education institute will be seen. Then, if we look at some products, so for example, a company is producing cars. So the quality of that will be judged on how good is the engine of the car, what are the maintenance cost of the car, like how frequently do you need to get it serviced, so whether the maintenance is high or low, whether the service and spare parts are available or not, how good is the mileage, how good is the resale. So all these things are the how a quality. Similarly, if you look at a very small thing like a soap, so the soap will the parameters for a soap will be different. So whether the soap is able to kill, for example, if it's a medicated soap, so whether the soap is able to kill the bacteria, whether it is giving a good smell, and whether the cost is good enough, over whether it is overpriced or underpriced. So all these things are judged for. So it is different for different product, different for different services. So, and when a service or a product matches these qualities and keeps its standard throughout, then you get a long term customer relationship. So basically, then the customers are loyal to you because they are satisfied with your product or service. So, and then what happens is that a happy customer brings many more new customers along with him or her. So, for example, if I am happy with the quality of education in BBD and I'm studying here, I will uh, by the word of mouth, I will tell my relatives, my acquaintances, and my neighbors, whosoever is wanting to get admission in BTech or MBA or any other course. So I'll tell them, because I am a happy customer of BBT, I will ask others also to join BBT, because I can tell them that okay, the faculty is good, the infrastructure is really good, and the labs are well equipped, or whatever is applicable based on my experience. So one happy customer brings 10 happy, brings 10 customers, 10 new customers for a organization. And contrary to that, if the quality is not good of a particular organization, if the product they are selling or the service they are giving, that is not good or not up to the mark, then what will happen is that since the experience of the customer is not good, he is going to spread a bad word, because he has had a bad experience with that product or service. Then what he'll say is that please do not, if somebody will ask for a suggestion, or in some cases if some discussion is going on, he or she will instantly say, oh, don't use that product or don't use their services, because I have used them and those are not up to the mark or not good, or I had faced certain issues with the product or service of that particular organization. So basically, quality, how total quality management is done. So it is a step by step process, and it is a continuous effort. So as I said when I gave the example of the hotel industry, what happened was that, as I said, that as soon as the prospective customer enters So from even from the gatekeeper who's standing at the gate of the hotel, the quality system starts working. So if on the gate there is a darban who's standing, he greets the customer, opens the gate. So from there only at the very first step, the customer starts feeling the service of the good service of that particular hotel. And once he reaches the reception, he is greeted. He maybe is given a glass of water or some drink, welcome drink, and then somebody escorts him to to the room with his luggage and all. The staff is courteous. They greet the customer with the smile. So small things make make a difference. So how this is maintained? So for all this there is a continuous effort. So for example, when you are uh, training the darban, for example, who is the first person who's meeting the client or customer, so you have to train him properly. You'll have to say that no matter what, you never have to be angry, or you never have to frown. Always have to smile. You always have to be dressed properly. So all this training and effort goes uh, into quality. Likewise, for example, if we go for a product, so for example, we know that Maruti cars are dependable, so they give good mileage. Their sales and service is good. Their engine is good. Their car gives good mileage, and their after sales service is good. Spare parts are available easily, and they do not cost much. So all these things we relate with Maruti. So we know. So all these things make up for a good quality product. So how Maruti has done that? So Maruti has done that by slowly and gradually and by continuous effort. So for example, they have a huge network of service stations across India. Even in mountain areas they have, or even in deserts they have service station. So a customer, if his car uh, is troubled, or he's having some trouble with his car in some remote area, so and he gets a prompt service, he calls up Maruti helpline and he gets a prompt reply, and his car is towed away and repaired. So that is how. So that is one parameter, which is service station. So there was a conscious effort made by Maruti to make a network of service stations across India. Then similarly spare parts. So again for that also, their service station and other shop, they made a conscious effort that their spare parts are not that expensive as compared to other brands, and the spare parts are readily available across cities, across places, so that our customer does not face any problem while if he has to replace any part of his car. Likewise, they worked on the quality of engine by doing research and development. So they worked on the mileage and other aspects of the engine. So that's how they have made a good customer loyal base. So all these so it's not that just that you say that okay, we are working on quality, and or maybe once in a while you do it, or initially you do it. No, you have to do it continuously. Then only there will be customer loyalty, because of the customer satisfaction they are getting. So, and also, see, normally what happens is that people think that, okay, I have sold the product and that is done and dusted, and I will now focus on the new customers. Uh, but that does not happen, because if you are not able to satisfy your current customer, then you should you will not be able to get in new customers. So you always have to, it's not that you have sold the product and you are done with it. No, you have to provide, so actually the customer wants something extra uh, in return of his loyalty. So that's how uh, uh, you give something extra by either giving after sales service, or depending on the product or service. Or for example, if we were looking at the hotel example, so if you say that, okay sir, so maybe the customer happy with your service, uh, mm, comes to your hotel twice or thrice. So in the next visit, you say, sir, okay, since you are a loyal customer, we are giving you a 15% discount, or we are giving you a free 3 day stay if you stay, if you visit us 5 times through this 1 year period, or so, or whatever the policy is. So this kind of loyalty, so these loyalty programs, if you see, there are a lot of loyalty programs running in the service industry, especially in the airline industry. So this is what, so again, if the customer is getting something extra, he will definitely be loyal to you. So now I had mentioned some parameters. So how these parameters are measured? So these quality parameters are measured in the terms of usage, how good they are while a person is using this product, reliability, how reliable the product or service is, and how durable the product is. So these are the few things on which the quality is measured. So, durability, reliability, and usage are the few measurement scales on which quality parameters are measured. So again, total quality management is again a structured effort by the employees to continuously improve the quality of their products and services through proper feedbacks and research. So so again, how are they improving the quality? So they are doing it by uh, working on the feedback and research. So feedback is something which you get in the response from the customer. So for example, a customer is using a Maruti car and he feels that there is some issue with the gearbox, or there are some features which can be improved in the interior or in the gearbox or some technical thing. So then the employees, so for example, if there is some technical issue, then the research and development team will look into it, since it's from the customer, and they will see how they can improve it. So likewise, if you go through newspapers, you lot of time you see that many car manufacturers have uh, taken their cars back from their market if there is some, even there is a minor fault in the car. So that is again based on the customer feedback. So for example, there were issues with Nano initially. So then the whole batch was pulled from the market. Likewise, it happened with one of the Toyota cars also. So the whole batch of those cars which had some issue was pulled back by the manufacturer. So this is how you, so ultimately, so basically, if I buy say for example, I had bought a Toyota car, and there was some issue and I was not happy with it. So I made a complaint, and similarly, there were complaints from 100 other customers who had bought the car of the same batch. So now Toyota understands that, okay, there was some glitch, some issue. So what they do is, what they pull back all those cars just because they want their customers to be happy. So what they will do is, in exchange, they will give them the new car from other batch, or if the customer wants, they can refund the money. So whatever the company policy is, but this, all these things are done for, to make the customer happy. So what I mean to say is that based on customer feedback, a company can go to an extent that it will pull back all the models of the car or all the cars of a same batch which is having an issue. Then again, maintaining quality or quality management is not the onus of a single person or a single team. So it's not that okay, if a car is faulty, then it is only the responsibility of the research and development team or the manufacturing unit. Everybody has to come in. So even when they are working on the customer feedback, the sales team, the service team, the research and development team, the manufacturing outlet, everybody will be responsible. So whether or not faulty, even in the normal process, as I said in the hotel example, that from the first step itself, from the darban till the time when the customer is exiting the hotel, uh, giving a quality product or a service is responsibility of everyone, and it is a teamwork which happens. So it's not that something technically, some technical issue has happened, so it is the responsibility of the manufacturing team. Or if the sales team is not being able to sell the car or a new model, then it's the responsibility of the sales. And teamwork is something which is applicable in all the aspects. So not only quality, for in all the aspects of an organization. If you're running an organization, teamwork is very important. So when all the people make a continuous effort towards quality, towards productivity, towards improvement, then only an organization is successful. So basically, who all are involved in this? So every individual who is part of the organization, whosoever is receiving the salary from the organization, has to contribute equally. Okay, and they have to ensure that the quality of product, quality of goods and services are of the best quality, of a superior quality. So as I said, that it is a team effort, it is a joint effort of the top level management, the staff members, the workforce, the suppliers, and all the people involved in providing the product or in providing the service to exceed the customer satisfaction level. So it is a joint effort by everyone. So when you come to college to attend classes, or when you take an admission in any university or college, so it is not only the faculty who is giving you lecture. It is There is a lot of efforts from all the people in the university. So from the vice chancellor to the dean, to the lab assistant, to the people in the maintenance department, to the examination cell, training and placement cell. So if the effort is involved of each and everyone, from a basic person who comes into your class to clean the class or to wipe the floor, to the vice chancellor, if there is a joint effort of everyone to make the college or university a good place, and give a good quality of education to the students who have taken admission in the college, university or institute. So likewise, for example, when you buy a soap, so you buy, so for example, you are buying Synthol to bathe. So what is happening is, behind this, so you are, although you are buying it from the retailer, so at the back there is a wholesaler, there is a distributor, there is the manufacturing unit, there is the sales team of Synthol or Godrej, which is the parent company of Synthol. So there is a lot of effort. There are people working in the manufacturing unit. There are people working in the advertising to advertise the Synthol brand. So there is a lot of effort from everyone. There are suppliers who are providing good quality of material to make the soap. So it's not that only one person is involved. So all these people are involved, and a joint effort, teamwork is required to give a good quality service or a superior quality product to the end customer. And the responsibility lies with everyone. So although a dean may be leading a department, but it's not that if there is some bad thing happening, only the dean or the faculty member is responsible, or only the salesperson is responsible, or somebody sitting at the front desk is responsible, or somebody in the housekeeping is responsible, depending on the product or service. It's the responsibility of everyone. So, and when everyone takes the onus to give a good quality product and they work in a team and make a joint effort, then definitely you are able to produce a good product and deliver a good product to the customer. So now let's look at some facts. So basically, W. Edwards Deming, Joseph Joran, and Armand Feigenbaum jointly developed the concept of total quality management. So basically, total quality management originated from the manufacturing sector, but it can be applied to all the sectors, so or any organization. So as I said, it can be, so it originated from a manufacturing sector, but it can be applied to the service industry, it can be applied to the production unit, it can be applied to political parties, it can be applied to teams in, so it can be applied to a cricket team or a football team. So, or it can be applied to individual players as well. So it is not just limited to manufacturing. So let's look at some of the principles of total quality management. So there are basically 8 principles of total quality management. First is that TQM is customer focus. So we have seen that all the focus is to provide a good experience or a better experience to the customer, whether it is product, service, or an idea. So it can be so since we are looking at giving a good experience to the customer, so we'll have to uh, foster quality improvement everywhere. So whether it is training the employees, or whether we have to buy new tools, or we have to upgrade our system, or we have to integrate quality into our research and development. So because all these things will, end of the day, give a good customer experience. Okay? Then the second one is total employee involvement. So again, we have discussed this, that employees at each and every level, and all the employees at all levels need to be involved. So even if one single employee is not delivering as per the quality parameters, or he is not working, or a department is not working as a team, then you will never be able to provide quality product to the end customer. So few things regarding employee involvement. So it has to be total. it has to be a joint effort between all the employees and all the departments. The goal should be, there should be one common goal for all the departments, all the employees, and everybody should be looking for continuous improvement. So you cannot sit back that, okay, we have achieved this goal, we have achieved a certain quality level and we are done. No. So once you achieve certain level, you have to then improve upon your goal only and try to achieve the next level, because the customer, once you will give him an improved product, he'll be happy, but say 6 months down the line, he would be expecting another improvement or a better product from the company. So because you have set the bar high for yourself, so उसी हिसाब से कस्टमर की भी एक्सपेक्टेशन आपसे हो जाती है. So he would be expecting more and more better product from you. So I'll end today's lecture at this, and we will continue with the same topic in the next lecture. Thank you.